Hello everyone, and I know it's been a long time since my last update, but I've started a new game. I've actually done like a month-long course on how to use Unity and in C# programming as well. I also did like a side course on C# programming, and I wish I'd have done this about 10 years ago, to be honest, because that's what's been missing from my whole thing. I've always used a program called Dark Basic, and you can't do anywhere near as good as this quality-wise. It's like this is a different league. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to show you this new game that I've been in. It's in development. It's a 2D golf simulator, and I don't know if you've ever played a game called Bad Golf on the Xbox Marketplace. I think it was on the 360 version, the indie marketplace. It was an indie game, and it was very similar to this. And I basically took that idea, and I'm gonna just extend it and try and take it as far as possible. So at the moment, I'm just trying to get it sort of the same as Bad Golf, like physics-wise, and then I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna just add new power-ups and things. So this is what I've got so far. This is the course. I'm using the mouse to move the arrow, and I'm left clicking with the mouse to fire the ball. And the power of the shot is based on the power meter. And if it goes in the hole, then you move on to the next hole. But I've actually not done any of the holes yet. I'm trying to get all the physics done on this one level. I'm trying to get all the ball movement and all of the graphics and sound design and everything. I'm trying to get it all perfect before I start expanding all the courses. So let me talk you through a few of the things. Like up here we've got this wind meter, and this is actually new because the original Bad Golf doesn't have wind. And this is like a cool little story. When I was playing Bad Golf like about 10 years ago, I actually tweeted the developer of the game saying like he should do like an update and add wind in it, because me and my brother used to play that game like loads, and we just always thought it'd be a cool feature, because like if you have the wind blowing, it sort of affects your shot. Like like if it was blowing in that direction, that probably would have made it onto the green. So it's like a whole different ball game. That's a pun. So yeah, I've got the wind working. I'll fire a ball straight up, and you should see the wind affecting the ball. It'll move off course slightly. 6 meters isn't that far, to be honest. It goes up to 20 meters, and I'm going to set the wind strength based on the difficulty at the start of the game. So you basically select a course and then you pick the wind strength, and it'll do all of this. It'll put the wind on and put you on the right course. I've got some particle effects when you do power shots. If the ball goes off the course, it just resets and it adds another shot on, so that's like sort of like an out of bounds thing. I've animated all of these trees and the grass and the bushes and stuff. It just stays the same speed. I wanted the speed of the animation to coincide with the speed of the wind, but I just didn't know how to do that. And since it's my first game on this type of platform, I thought I'll just leave it like that. I've done the whole pause menu. So this is the pause screen, and it all works. You can press escape as well to escape things. Options. You can actually turn these down, so like that's master. That's just the sound. You can hear the wind sound cutting out there. And that's taking the music off. And you can actually change the control as well, so you can play with keyboard and use spaces to power, and the A and D keys to move the direction of the arrow. I've got a control thing that tells you the controls. Quite basic. Left click is shoot, mouse is aim, and if you're playing on keyboard, AD, aim, spaces, take shot. Not done that one yet, that just crashes it. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I've got some ideas for new features. I've got power-ups that I want to put in. Like, I'm gonna have certain things on the courses, like in the sky or on the grass or something. And if you collect them with the ball, then it gives you like a power-up. And one of the power-ups that I've come up with is like a mid-air boost. So it'll say on the screen like you have a power-up, and then you can take your shot. And if I'm not reaching, I can do a boost, and it'll boost it a little bit further. So that's something I want to put in. Another feature is ball spin. So I want to have a way where you can sort of put a little bit of spin on the ball before it lands, and that'll affect the spin. So if I take a shot here and I put forward spin on, then it'll hit the grass and then it'll spin in that direction. So it'll spin forwards now. Sort of like Mario Golf spin. And if you put backspin, then it'll sort of either spin backwards or it'll deaden the bounce. That's an idea. I've got the rock working. I've actually got water and sand working as well. So I've got sand bunkers and I've got water hazards. And that all works, but I just don't have it on this course at the moment. Yeah, let's show you a little bit under the hood. So this is Unity. And I'm so new to Unity. Like less than a month, I think it was, that I started like taking courses and stuff. I did like a 2-week intense course. Like I was doing about 8 or 9 hours of like assignments and stuff. Like just online. I found the Unity website and I found loads of courses on there. And I just decided I'm going to do all of them. So I learned how to use the software first. I did a course on that. I think it was called Unity Essentials course. And I completed that. And then I did the C# course. And I almost completed it. I went all the way through to the end and I did the final thing. But my project messed up on the end. And I thought, well, I know how to do it. I'm just going to leave it. And I just decided to leave the course on that. But as long as I knew what I was doing, then that's all that mattered. That's all I'm doing it for. I want to learn how to do it. I'm not really doing it for the badges and stuff. So yeah. So basically, this is the course that I'm working on here. I've got the camera object. I've got a game manager. I've got the main player ball. So this is you right here. And there's actually loads of things attached to this. I've got like the arrow, you can show and hide that. I've got particle effects attached to the ball that show at the right times, and I've got loads of sound effects attached to it as well. I've got the flag. I've got the course. The way I've done the physics on the course, like you could just use what's it called, like a I can't remember what the name of it is. I've done it on this rock actually. A polygon collider. So I could just use that to detect all of the polygons. In fact, that's actually a better way to do it than I've done it. I might experiment with that tomorrow. But the way I've done it now is, let me just find the course object. Here it is. I've done an edge collider. So I've gone around the entire edge, you can see it here. I've gone around the entire edge with just making sure that everything's like in the thing. I've tried to make it as rounded as possible. Actually, I couldn't use the edge collider because the edges would be on this. See how it's like, it's sort of like a 2.5D effect on the course. So if I used an edge collider, it would be over the back edge of this, and I need it on the middle of the grass. So probably the edge collider is the best way to go. So I've gone all the way around the course doing that, and I've put physics on this as well. So I've made physics materials. I've put this as all grass. You can see that here. So that sort of affects the bounce and the friction of the ball. And rock has a bit less friction and a bit like more bounciness, so it's a bit harder to hit. I'll show you a bit of the C# scripting. I think you're supposed to make lots of scripts for different things, but I tend to just put everything on one or two things. I've got a script for audio that I've put the audio onto two channels, like the music and the sound effects channels, and then that's how I'm controlling like just the sound effects volume and the music volume in the options. So yeah, I've got a script for that. I've got a script for a game manager, which is like keeping track of the scores and the text and the main menus and stuff. And I've got the player controller script. In fact, I'll show you this controller script now. There we go. This is quite long. So just calling in all the variables at the top. And it's very object oriented Unity in C# scripting, so like you have to call in objects as variables, which is quite new to me. I didn't really do that on Dark Basic. So there we go. I'm setting all the variables to certain objects here, and this is the code for taking the shot. So I've done it in 3 stages, the shot. So the first stage is aiming the ball, like with the arrow, moving the mouse or the keyboard. So that's keyboard and that's mouse. And then when you press the space bar, it takes the direction that you're facing and it starts shot stage 2. So this is shot stage 2 here, which is the powering up of the shot. So the longer you hold space, the longer this bar increases, and if it gets to the top, then it starts going back, and then if it gets to 0, it cancels the shot. And then if you let go of space while that's powering up, then you fire the ball, you shoot the ball. And if the ball is in a bunker, then it halves your power. And if you have full power shot, then it starts putting the full power particle effects on and the sound effects and stuff. That moves then on to shot stage 3, which is the ball moving through the air, all the physics of the ball. So you see here we've added a force relative to the direction that the ball is facing, so that's the shot power, and it's just shooting the ball in the direction. And then while it's flying, we've got wind. So any wind is being put onto here. And if the ball goes off screen, then it just resets the ball and puts it back to the original position and puts a point on your score as well. And if the ball stopped moving, then it goes to the next shot. That's pretty much it. I've got a function here which sets the volume of certain sounds depending on the ball speed. So if you hit the ball hard against an object, it'll sound louder than if you just hit the ball quieter. And I've used this on the grass as well. So when the ball's bouncing, you sort of hear like a thud. And the slower it bounces, then the less noise you get. Got some stuff for ball in water. And that's pretty much it. That's where we're at. That is Bad Golf. I'll show you one more little time. And then I'm off to bed because it's 10 to 4 in the morning. And it's like middle of a heat wave. I'm roasting. And yeah, I need some sleep. If you like this project, I'm planning on releasing this on Steam when it's done. My original plan was to get it on Xbox Game Pass for free. But I looked into releasing it on Xbox and it costs a bit too much. It's like £150 or dollars per month just for like Unity Pro. So I thought I'm just going to concentrate on getting it on Steam first. And if it does well on Steam, then I might look at Xbox and stuff. Oh, that needs sorting, that little flick. So there you go. If you like this video, click like and subscribe for more. I'm going to try and do a few more updates on this game. I haven't got a name for it yet. Like the code name is just Terrible Golf. It's like one more than Bad Golf. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think of a name. I quite like the relaxing aspect of it. It's not got the same like craziness as bad golf. It's a bit more relaxed. So I'll have a think, and then yeah, let me know if you have any ideas in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.